Well, ho, 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 everybody. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. It's Stephen's Day today, or Boxing Day as they call it in the UK. Hopefully you're having another wonderful day. I had a great Christmas, so hope everybody else did too. Let me just say that from the start. I hope you're all doing well and your family's keeping well. Anyway, let's kick into this video because we've got a good bit of news for everybody today. So from the start, let's go from my prediction from last week. I made a really bad prediction about how Tesla was going to go. Let's just have a look here. 617, I made a bold statement that Tesla was going to maybe make a 5 to 10% rise this past week, because of its addition to the S&P 500. How wrong I was. It took a big correction, and even look here, it was 617 at one point this week. Here's the price, kind of as I'm recording it, Saturday evening, St. Stephen's Day, 26th of December, $660. So it really didn't go up or go down. You can see it's nearly 1% down. You know what? That's kind of good news. A little correction is always good with Tesla. It happens from time to time. I've seen it happening before. You know, definitely not something to be worried about. I can definitely see a lot more growth next week or the following week. So don't be worried. It did obviously have that dip back down to $617, but that was a great price to buy it. I mean, even these days, people say Tesla's overpriced, but these big drops, great times to buy. I can see it going up well past $700. I think $700 is probably the accurate price if there was no crazy market news going on. So yes, of course, I do have to bring up the price of Bitcoin. $26,700. That's live, as I just kind of took a little screenshot there not too long ago. Crazy. If people remember, I made a video maybe a week or two ago saying that the rally Bitcoin was on. It could hit up to $30,000 easily before it corrects. Seems to be going that kind of trend now, but I do still see a correction coming, but I don't know if it might get up to 40 before we even see a serious correction happening. I mean, here's the daily chart, 21,800 euro. Don't worry too much about the difference in price from euro to dollars. I had the price of dollars there a moment ago, but 8.5% today. What the hell? 8.5% today. And yeah, I can see it having another maybe one or two, 8.5, 10% days before it plummets again. I don't think it's going to plummet too much. You know what? My mind is changing on this as we speak. It's crazy. I've been thinking a lot about Bitcoin, and there are people saying it's going straight to 100,000 on this rush. Part of me has always kind of believed them, but then I'm always a little bit skeptical of Bitcoin just because of how volatile it's been through the years. But wow, I mean, the evidence is kind of tilting on the side of it rushing to 100,000. A lot of people can't really not see it happening anymore. I do think it's going to happen eventually, but I don't know about how quick. I remember when it crashed in March, a friend of mine told me it was around maybe 4,500, 5,000 euro a Bitcoin at the time. And my friend said, I'm after taking out a big loan. I won't go into exact details, but let me say this, he did very well for himself. He took a bit of a loan out from the bank, and he advised me, he said, do what I'm doing. I'm after putting a good bit of it into the stock market, but I'm after putting most of it into Bitcoin. And, you know, this guy, he's a good friend. He's a very good friend of mine, and he does have a good financial mind. And he said, do what I'm doing. I plan on tripling my money in a year or two. And I never really knew too much about Bitcoin, I'll be honest. I know kind of what anybody knows about it. And I said, I don't know, like it's after really going down. I wasn't even really watching the stock market at the time. And I thought it was just going to keep continuing to go down. I didn't really see the potential. Anyway, my friend did very well for himself, and the moral of the story is, if you have a really good gut feeling about something and you have faith in whatever you're putting your money in, just go for it. Don't mind what people are saying, the papers are saying, these so-called experts are saying. I think go for it if you really, really believe it. Not believe in it because you think it might do well, it might not do well. If you really believe in something, just go for it. Life's too short, everybody. If you believe in something, go for it. He did very well for himself, I'll say that much. Finally, I'd just like to talk about XRP for a moment, because I have done previous videos on it, kind of promoting it. My advice to everybody now would be stay away. I don't know what's going to come out of this SEC lawsuit. I haven't done a video since then, and I'll tell you guys now, I have sold all of my XRP and I've invested it into Bitcoin. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know too much about XRP, kind of like Bitcoin, but I'd avoid it. All I know is SEC lawsuit doesn't sound very good for XRP, so my personal advice would be avoid it. It's had a little bit of a bull rush since the major drop that I had, but my personal advice to everybody is avoid it. Anyway, guys, I hope you're staying safe. Keep well, look after your family. You know, God knows what's going to happen next year, so if you are with loved ones at this time of the year, make sure you appreciate it and appreciate them. Anyways, peace out, love and peace.